for this morning's first of the England Futsal Girls semi-finals. And our first picture today features Sala Futsal and Worthing United.
So here we go then, moving on to the under-14 girls category. We have the two semi-finals and then the third and fourth place game before the final to bring to you. We've already shown you so much quality on court today with the youngsters in the under-14 boys categories, and up here in the first semi-final for the under-14 girls, Sala Futsal in the red up against Worthing United in the blue and white. So we are underway. It's Sala here playing from left to right as we look at things in this first half. Let's have the game's first kick in over on the far side. But again, it should hopefully be another entertaining few games on the horizon here, with the under-14 girls now taking centre stage. Forward there down the right wing, Emily Staunton, the skipper for Sala Futsal. But Louis Melville is alongside me, Isaac Barrington, in the commentary box for the first semi-final of the under-14 girls, as there's potentially an attack there, and there was an opportunity in actual fact as well for Worthing United, but it's an important intervention from Penny Hallas in the Sala goal. But yeah, Louis, hopefully an exciting few games here with the under-14 girls as well.
Yes, I think, Soccer Sala, they're definitely a team that are futsal specialists, I'd like to think, and it's interesting already just to see this Worthing team seem very well organised and have started quite strongly.
Yeah, well, all of the under-14 boys games were really very much energetic, lots of chances, lots of action at both ends of the court in all of the games, and we'll see if that pattern here continues with the girls as well. Again, it's the same format. If you weren't with us earlier, just a reminder that these under-14s games are 10 minutes each way with a rolling clock, so the clock won't stop, but 10 minutes each way. And then, should we be level at the end of the 20, it would be extra time before potential penalties to decide the winner. Well cut out there for Worthing. Well seen out by Summer Maum of Sala.
Yeah, and I think one aspect of how seriously both teams are taking it, when you look at the benches, Sala have got 6-7 players on the bench, and Worthing have got 8, I think, on the bench.
Here's the skipper driving forwards. It was Staunton, and it's there on the follow-up as well for a potential rebound, but well grasped by Seyschlid. Here down the other end, there's the shooting chance for Mia Barmer, the number 10 for Worthing United. Quickly turning defence into attack there, and it was a one-on-one chance with the goalkeeper Hallas.
Yeah, that was a very good goalkeeping, Hallas, because the effort there was, she did try and lift that over her, but she shut the space down really quickly.
Clearance away, out of play for the Worthing kicking. Slightly slower tempo perhaps to these first few minutes than we saw in the under-14 boys games, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Two teams just settling down into the game still.
Yeah, my own view is that, having coached this sort of age group, that the female players are probably a little bit more considered in some of their decision making than the male players.
Opportunity here for Sala and number 11 Eve Warburton. Simple save though really for Seyschlid. Warburton's pass cut out, and Worthing will now look to break forward themselves. Rainey just couldn't make the most of its potential though.
Yeah, I think one of the key things in this format of these 10-minute halves is the transitions and how quickly teams can get into that transition to give themselves a position to finish, and also teams out of possession, how quickly can you recover, because there will be a lot of transitions even this short format.
There's Mia Barmer trying to fake to go one way, then step inside the other, and that's a foul on her teammate Esme Harris.
Yeah, that was a clever bit of play there by the number 9, Esme Harris. She just sucked her in and then went for the turn and won the foul.
Barmer will take the free kick that follows the foul, but it was always rising there up high over the goalkeeper's crossbar. Again, another foul, so that's 1 each on the first half fouls now, which I should mention again that it's a shorter format, so 3 foul count rather than the 5 foul count per half for these younger aged players in the shorter format halves. Foster backtracking though to intercept was Mia Barmer. Will be a corner. Kicking high up by the corner quadrant in actual fact, but it was taken pretty much as one and then flashed across the face of goal.
Yeah, that was an interesting set piece there. Unfortunately, it just didn't get a player on the second post. I think it was number 11, Eve Warburton, who was just floating around the edge of the 6. If she'd just attacked that, there was a possible chance.
Oh, lovely turn. She's done really well there. Cap on. Warburton under pressure from behind from the challenge there, and the kicking was Worthing's as well.
Yeah, both teams really assured in possession, Isaac. This is really great to see.
Oh, the referee on the far side signalled quite clearly that he felt that wasn't enough contact for a foul. The near side official, right down below our commentary position, blew the whistle and gave the free kick. So a bit of a disagreement between the officials, but they're giving the free kick between them in the end.
Yeah, that's always going to be a difficult one for the refs, where it's really marginal.
Space there to be used here with Jane Yip, but she couldn't keep possession, and that one certainly was a foul. Too eager to make the challenge there, and it's 3 fouls. So 3 fouls in this first half against Sala. It's actually the first time today that any team has reached the foul count. Back inside, looking for the run of Grace Foster. Worthing now with the ball back with Browning. Can go back to the goalkeeper, didn't though. Fair tackle from Yip, who just needs to be a little bit careful though. Certainly haven't dropped the intensity at all, Sala Futsal, since the 3 foul count was reached. Warburton disrupted well by Eden Capon, good tackle.
Yeah, no doubt the intensity since that 3rd foul, the intensity's really kicked up a gear or two, and it doesn't look like Sala really want to stop the intensity of their press, so I think they're just going to ignore the 3 fouls and keep going for it.
Effort from Foster was not too far away, certainly got enough power behind it.
Yeah, that's a warning shot there for Worthing. Foster's shot there, another 2 or 3 metres closer, and that's going to cause real problems.
Here's Barmer, there's an option to the right as well, which is used, but it's only into the side netting. It's a good opportunity. Wrong side of the post.
Yeah, Foster came very, very close to clipping her there on that run through. There we just see where that challenge just almost clipped her.
Yeah, Hattie Rainey it was with the effort at the end of the move. As you say, close to conceding the foul again though. As the chance was in its creation phase. Here's Barmer. It's the final 40 seconds here now of this first half. Still goalless. in the first semi-final for the girls under-14 National Youth Cup here on finals weekend. It's a good ball through and it's against the outside of the post. Goalkeeper set low, and I think she would have been beaten if that was on target. Here's Barmer down the other end, still Barmer. Good goalkeeping though from Penny Hallas.
Great strength from Barmer there, but as you say, the goalkeeper up to it.
Long range effort with the clock ticking down. Last couple of seconds of the half. And that's that then for the first period. Still goalless at half time. Both teams have created chances in moments, being pretty settled, pretty evenly contested as well. Louis, what have you made of that first half then?
Yeah, well, I think firstly we've got to say they're two very good sides out there. They both know what they're doing. They're attacking with intent and purpose. And I think the issue for Worthing at the moment is that when Sala have the ball from their goalkeeper, they're setting up as 3-1, and the pivot is just trying to shuffle across to deal with all three, and that's allowing them out. So I think either they're going to push on and press or just drop off a little bit and then give themselves a bit more time. But we're seeing some of the highlights now here, and this was a really good opportunity that just smashed against the post there.
Yeah, both teams had chances, both goalkeepers have had to make saves. Barmer's had moments in the half where she's looked really very much like a live wire for her team, as well for Worthing, the likes of Capon, Rainey as well, also heavily involved. And for Sala, they've had their moments as well. Ava Gibbons has had a couple of moments, so too Jane Yip in attacking areas. Of course, the foul count now resets at half-time, which is something which Sala will no longer need to be so wary about, but I think both teams will be relatively content with how that first half's gone, albeit they haven't been able to score.
Yeah, I think, you know, Neil Lucas over there, for Sala, he's a very experienced coach. I think I remember rightly, I did my B licence futsal with him, and you know, he's been around the game at Manchester Futsal Club with the ladies team, so he certainly knows the game inside and out. And you know, they're very much around the principles of futsal, and this is the first time I've seen Worthing, and you know, I've been really impressed what I've seen. They've got some very good technically adept players. They've got players who get the ball and they're facing forward and want to drive forward and be very positive on the ball. So right now I think this is a very, very difficult one to call, Isaac. I think this could be one of those where one goal will settle the game. But as we get closer to, you know, it would be great to see this going to extra time, maybe not for the coaches, but because of the quality of the play we're seeing, and the more we see of this, the better. You know, this is a great advert for, you know, young youth female futsal.
Yeah, well, let's see which way this one will go then in the second half. Will it be Sala or will it be Worthing United to book their place in the final? We're still no closer to actually finding out. The winner of this game, by the way, to play the winner of our second semi-final to follow this, Fareham Town up against the City of Peterborough in our next semi-final as we get back underway. This is the 6th of 12 games today across this marathon weekend of National Futsal Series and National Futsal League, National Futsal Youth Cup finals action as well. Captain play with Summer Mao.
But again, that's despite that last pass, that, you know, the creation area here just in front of us, Isaac, they're doing brilliantly in terms of trying to work that opportunity and using the full width of the court and making those forward runs.
Trying there to pick out Mia Barmer again. She saw a lot of the ball in the first half. It's the skipper and back to Emily Staunton. Trying desperately to keep that one in play too. Sala players, they're actually looking to do that, but it had just crossed the line.
And we just saw in that last phase of play for Sala how they got a brilliant three-in line across the court diagonally and managed to get the runner to go through and cause Worthing some problems.
Corner routine back to Staunton. Well blocked though by Barmer, but you can certainly see that they'd worked on that. The pre-planned corner there for Sala. Out for the Worthing kicking.
Yeah, this has been a very strong start from Sala in the second half. I think they've virtually dominated these first couple of minutes.
Yeah, and that's, I'm sure, what they would have been, what Neil Lucas would have been asking of his team in the short half-time team talk. Here's Barmer. Forward into the penalty area, but just with the heavy touch, which here takes it out for the goal clearance. Neatly taken down there from Summer Mound to begin with, and then into the path of Kitty Whedon.
Yeah, that was a great piece of control there. Really, really smart play.
Referee just ensuring that the defence is back the required distance. Staunton's effort was certainly a decent one. Comfortable collection though for the goalkeeper in the end. It's a good tackle. Here's McCarthy, now Whedon. Just couldn't cut it back enough past the goalkeeper from that acute angle. Was looking for a cutback but couldn't quite wrap her foot around it. Bouncing ball ends up back with Seychelles. Now Staunton. And the effort on goal was just curling away from Summer Mound, but again she's involved in the game in good areas as well for Sala.
Yeah, they've again worked another brilliant opportunity there. Just that little drop of the shoulder, little feint to come inside to get the shot off.
Sala there having made a substitution when the ball went out of play there on their defensive kick in. They were just with enough time to sneak a substitution as Barmer tries to pick somebody out in the centre. Forward all the way up to Gibbons. Tenacious, but she couldn't keep the ball under her spell. Still goalless in this semi-final. There have been chances. Nobody's broken the deadlock as of yet. That's a lovely turn. And the effort on goal wasn't bad either from Neve Mulcahy. Staunton, the skipper goes past one challenge. Then it was a bit of a wild, fresh air shot in the end with her less favoured left foot. Again looking for the cutback, trying to find Mulcahy, who's been involved in the last couple of minutes. And a couple of chances in quick succession there for Sala. Still it stays 0-0 though.
Gibbons there with an important interception. You just feel at the moment Worthing are just hanging on a little bit with this really intense pressure.
Got a chance there though, and it's a good, important defensive intervention with the block from Emily Staunton, because just for a split second there was certainly all sorts of space for Maria O'Brien. Gibbons to take this kick in.
3 changes there from Neil Lucas, and probably this could be the last push to try and get a goal.
Well put out. Barmer's ball forwards out of play though.
I think what I've been really impressed about with Sala is their attitude out of possession. They've been really aggressive. They're not prepared to be passive at all in anything and really try and force errors.
That's a nice ball to cut through the first line of 3 Worthing players, and the pass is onto the centre. It was Eve Warburton. Nearly the opening goal there. Everything right until that final little touch that was required.
Yeah, that's the sort of move where if the ball goes in, you want to put that in a coaching manual or a coaching video to show exactly what good play looks like from back to front.
So an indirect free kick from the edge of the penalty area. Couldn't go back to the goalkeeper to have possession again there. And this, an opportunity from the set piece. We saw them work a neat corner earlier, Sala, and that's what they have here by way of an indirect free kick.
Just wonder whether Worthing would be better off getting their 9 back to help out in that wall.
Yeah, just wary of camera shot, still up on the halfway line, but it is a good block from Barmer, who was quick out of the wall. And it's a let-off for Worthing United. Got away with the unforced error. Still on level terms.
Yeah, this is where decision-making is really important. We've got 2.5 minutes to go, and try and not, although there's only that time to go, try and not rush it too much. But there we go. Sala give the ball away in a very awkward position.
Only takes one moment to win the game. And despite some of the pressure that Worthing have been under, they have still been able to come through that with this level scoreline intact. It's Sala again on the attack though, and onto the side netting from Warburton that time.
It was a great break by the ball from Gibbons just behind. Just slowed that move down.
It will be the corner here after the deflection, which Warburton takes backward. Foster's shot on goal, just a whisker wide. Again, another corner. Nice turn from Warburton again, good block. Well positioned was Capon. Final 90 seconds now before, as it stands, we're heading for extra time. Warburton! That's the goal that Sala were looking for. And could that just be the winning goal as well?
Yeah, the pressure eventually told on Worthing. Sala just absolutely relentless in the last 3 or 4 minutes, and now they've got just over a minute to try and get the goal back. Wiping precious seconds off the clock.
Yeah, it certainly is, and it's frustrating, isn't it, for Worthing, who are looking to get that restarted quickly. But they're under pressure again here, and another goal would fully kill the game, and Warburton, looking for her second, just drags it wide of the far post.
Again, some really assured play there from Grace Foster, just with the disguised pass.
No foul given. 35 seconds now, but Worthing need the ball back. Foster, the call from the sideline for Sala is to keep the ball, but Foster's trying to, again, really finish Worthing off with another, what would be a killer goal. That's a Sala kick in as well. Not now.
It's all or nothing here.
The referee's delaying it, but Yip did well to kind of just slow that down as well, and that will be it. That will be it for Sala Futsal, who celebrate semi-final victory. They book their place in the final in a few games' time. Just the one goal in it. It was tight from start to finish. Eve Warburton, though, who had the chance from close range, which you wondered whether they would be left to look back on that moment and rue the missed opportunity, Sala. But Warburton did get her goal, and it's Sala Futsal who progress through to the final, Louis.
Yeah, well, we spoke at half-time, Isaac, about how tight this game is, and one goal would probably settle it, and that's how it's turned out. I think, on balance, when you look at the two teams, I think Sala Futsal were the worthy winners in the end. I mean, Worthing were excellent. They gave it a real shot, but I think it was just the relentless pressure from Sala out of possession, and then when they got the ball, they were moving Worthing around and causing them lots of problems. But I think we've got our first finalist, Sala, certainly, I think, value for money there in that 1-0 win.
Yeah, as we show you the highlights from across the course of the game, both teams can move away from that semi-final, move forwards from it with their heads held high, but it's only ever going to be one of the two who do get the result that they're after in a semi-final like that. And today it's Sala Futsal. This was the goal.
Yeah, it was really well worked.
Oh, it wasn't the goal, I beg your pardon. It was the one just before.
But that was still really well worked there. That opportunity, just stay up nice and wide, create the angle, the run through, and just didn't quite get there. Just if the pass had just been a little bit softer.
Yeah, this was the moment for Eve Warburton, having just been a whisker away from getting the opening goal with the previous chance. She thundered that one past the goalkeeper and into the back of the net.
And again, that's a great example. You know, we've spoken many times in the senior games about shooting high, and here she goes high. The goalkeeper committed early and gets her reward there. But I think we've got to give credit to both teams here for an excellent game. If there's any young female players at home who are watching this for the first time and never played futsal, this has been a great exhibition of futsal by these two teams, and you know, this is every reason why you should go and find your local club and